Hello everyone, my name is Kongveal and today I'm going to attempt to survive in my no map permadeath playthrough of Valheim. Bonus stream this week since I didn't get to stream on Saturday. I was missing it and I figured, you know what the heck, I'd stream tonight as well. But yeah, so we're back here. Gonna be doing some building of my new stone tower. We're likely gonna go get some more iron because we don't have too much of that. So yeah, so that's what we've got in store for us. But yeah, howdy everyone. Hope you all are doing well. Welcome in. Hey, Rusty. Nice to see you. Welcome in. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. And hello, Sarah, who's likely lurking. You said you were going to be potentially lurking, so nice to see you. Hi, you're from Emma's Discord. Cool, cool. Well, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, so I've been playing Valheim for a long time, streaming for quite some time. Doesn't mean I'm good at it. I'm very good at dying, hence the reason why I'm trying a permadeath playthrough. See if I can learn how to not die in this game. Good kitchen? Thank you. It's a temporary kitchen for now, but it gets the job done. Oh no. Crap. Crap. I don't want this armor on. I'm gonna burn to death. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Oh god, this is gonna be bad. I do want this armor on. I just wanna run. You know what? I know what I'm gonna do. I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hide up in my pig pen. My boar breeder. How am I not doing? There we go. Okay. Oh. Gosh. This is a good way to start the stream. This is fun. This is fun. Hey, Whisper. How you doing? All right, they're done. It's over. Hey, you leave my, Oh no, not fire arrows. No. Not fire arrows. You know what I'm gonna do? I was gonna lead them away, but this works. There we go. Okay. Oh, well, okay, I didn't lose any of my farm. All right. Ooh. Yeah, you got it. Welcome in, Whisper, and nicely done on getting your daily braining. It's good to brain once a day, so glad you all got to do that. Oof. Okay, that wasn't actually too bad. That wasn't as bad as it could have been, I guess. That wasn't bad. I was a little worried there for a second, but I survived and everything worked out. All that happened is I burned some stuff a little bit. But that's easily repairable. Okay. Okay. There we go. Now we can actually get started on the day. Looks like my farm's getting ready to be turned over, so that's nice. Permadeath can be rough. Yes. So this is my third attempt or third restart in permadeath in this permadeath attempt. The first time I died, or I guess this is my third start, not necessarily my third restart. But the first time I died was to a 1-star skeleton, which was why I was a 1-star skeleton archer, which is why I was worried about, the skeletons there. And then the second time I tried fighting 2 Eikthyrs at once. That was dumb. And then, yeah, this time so far I've gotten into the swamp. It's the furthest I've done so far. So hopefully we'll be able to keep it going. Hopefully. A no death permadeath, or no map permadeath is braver than you. Hey, understandable. But I love no map. It's one of my favorite ways of playing the game. So I do it very, very frequently. I realized I probably don't need iron in all of these here, so let's get rid of some of them. Save a little bit of iron. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna do like on the opposite ends. So yeah. So it is enough except for the very center of the roof. I need the iron for the very center of the roof to have support, but it's like 1 away. It is almost there. So I put a bunch of iron in, and I probably don't need as much as I did. So I'm just gonna recoup some of that iron that I can use in the stone tower. Yeah, so close. Literally, it's like if I had, 1 meter less, it would have been enough. But, oh well. Oh, wait, no. I wanted iron in that one. Okay. I'm just gonna go in. So the way I'm doing this build is sort of like in stages. So there's gonna be the wood tower, and then a stone tower off of that, and then off of that there will be a black marble tower. We got ads starting soon, FYI. And then off of that we'll have a Grouston tower. That is assuming I survive and get that far. If not, we'll figure it out. We'll figure out what the next world will be. But we'll see. Hopefully this will be the world, because I've already been very, very lucky in this world. Oh, you're running ad blocker? Yeah, no worries. I don't mind at all. I don't mind at all. Feel free to not have to deal with ads. I definitely understand. Alright. Let's get rid of these here. You're a Viking, you're a pirate? You pirate? Yeah, no worries. I understand. As I said, I get it. I get it. Ads are annoying. But yeah, hopefully, I'm hoping that this world will be the one to finish it. The one that I will be able to just beat the whole thing on. Because I've been very lucky on this in this world. This seed has been good to me so far. I've got 2-star and 1-star pigs. I've found Haldor, found Hildur, found the Bog Witch. I've found, obviously the Smoldering Tomb. I found Eikthyr, the Elder, and Bone Mass so far. So I've been very, very lucky. So I'm hoping, knock on wood, that this is the run that will get me all the way. But we'll have to, see how that goes. All right. Oh, there's iron up there. All right. Yeah, I don't need this iron here. So we'll just do this and do this. And actually, let me make sure I've got the filter on. Okay, I do. So since streaming can be kind of dark, I usually put filters on, a gamma filter, so y'all can see a little bit easier. But I just wanted to make sure I had that on, and I did. So fascinating. Thanks for sharing on the potato. And shall enjoy watching this. Well, I'm glad. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you do enjoy it. As I said, I'm not good at this game. I mean, I am, but I always say that the thing that I am best at this game is dying. So there are typically lots of deaths, and my viewers typically like watching me die and rooting for me to die. So feel free to root for me to die as well. And to want me to die as well. And don't feel bad if I die, because I do not feel bad if I die in this game. I have over 3,000 hours in the game. Death is your best skill. Yeah, I'm about the same. I've got like 2,800 hours. And yes, death is by far my best skill. It is what I'm best at. Okay, I think that's good enough. Right, is there iron in this one? I think there is not. Okay, so we've got iron on 2 of them, or on the 2 of the 8 corners, and that's obviously enough to hold the roof. So that saved us 18 iron that we can now use to build up the stone tower. Okay. Good deal. Good deal. So let's... Actually, where'd that go? Let's start working on building some support. And here... You'll lurk? Yeah, no worries. No worries. Enjoy the lurk, and thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you being here. I don't have many commands on Twitch yet. I'm still relatively new to Twitch, so I don't think I've even got a lurk Twitch. I do over on YouTube, but not on Twitch. I need to get more commands set up. I really do, but who's got time for that? Got a full-time job I have to deal with. I don't have time to deal with Twitch commands. Alright. I'm out of stone. But luckily, I think in here, yes, got lots of stone. Alright, let's just build these up a little bit. There we go. Now we can do some stone. Oh, the other thing is, in this, not only is it no map and permadeath, but it is also, there's also fire hazard on, as you likely saw earlier, with the burning of the ground. So, yeah, so gotta be careful about that as well. I like that feature too. I definitely understand why some people don't want it and don't like it, but I think it's cool. I'm glad they added it as an optional feature, because there are times when I really like it. I think it's really cool, but there are also games where I play where I'm not feeling it and want a nice chill playthrough and don't want to worry about fire burning my house down. So, yeah, I'm glad they added it, but I'm glad they added it as an optional feature and not a always-on feature. All right. Yeah, I probably ought to actually finish what I was doing at the very beginning of the stream, which was getting some food. Yeah, I probably ought to make some food. Because all I have is carrot soup. But I probably ought to also see if all my farm is ready to turn over. So we'll do that. Looks like that's at least mostly ready, if not completely ready. And a little bit before stream, I did get on and feed my piggies so that they would have some babies. Alright. Ooh, extra carrot. Nice. Now what I really need is to plant a bunch of these turnip seeds now that I've got a good number of them, so that I can make get some turnips and make some better food. That's what I need to do. Ooh, lots of bonus carrots there. I like how they have different sounds. There's like 3 or 4 at least different sounds that you get when you get bonus farm items. That's pretty cool. All right, there we go. And I'm actually going to repair the cultivator first so that I don't punch a plant and kill it. So that's never fun. That always pisses me off. No, where is it? There it is. I know I could go through the door, but what's the point when I can go through the wall? Going through a wall is better than going through a door. another thing I want to do other than work on the tower is I want to build bridges over these little rivers. These little water bits. Build a bridge over here and build a bridge over here. I want to do that today as well. So yeah, we will do that. You do like a good bridge? Well, I hope you like bad bridges too, because that's more likely what you're gonna get with me building. You know, as bad as I am at things in this game, I'm worst at building. I'm just not a very good builder. I try. I come up with some neat things on occasion. And some people say I'm a good builder, but I mean, I get the job done. That's about it. I'm definitely no Versal or Smitty or Sarah, who's in the chat, lurking in the chat, or any of these basic builder, any of these guys. I'm not anywhere close to that. I build slightly nice squares typically. Rusty's waving to all that are lurking in chat. Because I know Whisper at least was here. I don't know if he's still around or not. And Sarah, as I said that she might be lurking through the stream, so not sure if anyone else is lurking or not. Looks like we got 7 viewers, so seems likely. Anyone who's lurking is welcome to say hi. I don't bite. I am nice, typically. Well, I don't bite unless you want me to. I mean, there's that. But, that's a whole other thing. Rusty bites. Okay. I mean, as long as you don't have like rabies or something when you bite, I guess it's not the end of the world. Worse things could happen, I suppose. So, yeah. My cats bite on occasion, so no promises. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, my cats may show up at some point during the stream. They typically do. Actually, there's one of my kitties. That's Ladybug. That's my older kitty. She's a good girl. She's the one that's more likely to bite other people. She loves me, but doesn't like other people. I wasn't planning on replanting all of these carrots as seed carrots. Really wasn't planning on doing that. That's fine. I mean, I already had 100 seeds already in here, so I didn't need those. But, there's a Whisper. And Rusty, Whisper's all about the raccoons too, so. So you called the Whisper when you posted that raccoon there. And yeah, raccoons are awesome. Actually saw some raccoons at a zoo I went to this weekend. It's actually it was a really cool zoo. It's every animal there is either a rescue or an animal that is unable to be released into the wild for one reason or another, mostly due to injury or illness. But this zoo takes them in and takes care of them and, gives them a place to live where they wouldn't be put down. It's a really awesome zoo. It's totally really cool to go to. They had all sorts of neat, mostly local animals. But they did have some raccoons. They actually had a white raccoon, which was cool. It was not an albino, but it was a white raccoon. So that was really cool. That was really cool. You have a farm friend that has some baby raccoons. Aw, that's so cute. Oh, the mom disappeared. Oh, that's sad. I'm glad they're helping. Yeah, it was a really, really cool place. Very, very cool. That's not what I wanted. Come here. That's what I wanted. Alright. What else do I need for deer stew? Blueberries. I think I've got some blueberries. Yeah. Might need another wood in that fire. There we go. Alright, and don't forget to hydrate, everyone. Hydration is key. It's very important. Oh, I only got 5 of them. Where's the other one? It fell back somewhere. Hey, Super Destructor, how you doing? Nice to see you. Welcome in. Gonna give a shout out to Super Destructo. Hopefully I typed this correctly. If you don't know Super Destructo, go check out their channel. They are a fantastic content creator and a really good person too. So definitely go give them a follow, give them a sub, do all that good stuff. How's the Heiming? I haven't died yet, so that's good. Haven't died yet in today, which is good considering it's a permadeath run. So not going bad, I guess. Not going bad, I guess. And yeah, just gonna do a little bit of building today. Gonna go get some more iron because this is all I've got currently. But yeah, things are going well. Things are going well. Unusual for a Kongveal stream. The night is still young. You're only 30 minutes in. Yeah, but the hope is I don't die on this stream. I'm doing a permadeath on this run, so I'm trying hard to not die on this one. So as much as I normally die, as much as I'm normally okay with dying, let's hope it doesn't happen today. I've already had a good raid. I had a Brenner raid earlier, right at the beginning of stream, so that was fun. I didn't die. So yeah, things are going pretty well at this point. Yeah, I probably ought to build some sort of... Actually, no, I don't really need to, but I'm gonna build a little bit of scaffolding so I can get up and down easily. Without falling to my doom. There we go. All right. Okay. Nope, can't do that. So let's jump over here. I'm actually gonna go to sleep soon so that everyone involved, especially me, can see. I'm further along than you are. You can't seem to get past the Black Forest in your permadeaths. Well, this is the first time I've ever gotten back past the Black Forest as well. So, yeah, I'm further along than I have ever been as well. And yeah, things are going well in this run. So I'm hoping that I can keep it going. But we shall see. I'll actually be kind of upset if I lose this world, because I was mentioning earlier that I've been doing, that I've gotten very lucky on this run. I've got 1 and 2 star pigs, and I found all the traders, and I found all of the bosses up through bone mass at least. And I found Brenna already. So yeah, so things are going well. So I'll be upset if I lose this world. But you know, if it happens, it happens. It's not the end of the world. You've been doing that on hard preset though. Okay, yeah, I'm not. I'm doing normal settings except for no map and just no map, permadeath, and fire hazard are the only things I've got going on in this playthrough. Other than that, just normal, regular settings. Yeah, hardcore runs are fun. Absolutely. So I've got my own community server called Valheim, where we are doing a hardcore run with fire hazard, but we do have a map. So that's the only difference. Those are the only differences between just, you know, whatever they set as hardcore and what we're doing is we turned on the map and we also turned on fire hazard. So we're doing that, and I'm streaming that on occasion as well. In that, I think, so I think we've only defeated Eikthyr at this point. But people have gone ahead. We found Hildur, we found Haldor. People have found Yagluth. We've got Flax, I think, already. But yeah, so people are going ahead with that. But that run's going well, and I'll stream that on occasion as well. So that's always a fun run. I'm enjoying it thus far. The early planes are a good start. Yeah, people in Valheim are crazy. They're pretty nuts. So I'm not surprised that they've already gone into the plains and hardcore. I mean, it's one thing to go in the plains early on regular or something, but to do it on hardcore is, well, I mean, that's kind of crazy. But, you know, who needs skills, right? Skills are for the weak. Ugh, I'm gonna need a lot more stone. I know I would need a lot more stone, but hey, at least we are getting a start on it. Okay. I can build a little bit more up, I guess. I'm gonna need some more iron to build up a bit more. Hey, Chisel Chip, how you doing? You've come with a lot more stone. Oh, thank you. Good deal. I'll take it in in that chest right there. Thank you. How you doing, Chisel Chip? Let me give a shout out to Chisel Chip as well. He is an awesome content creator and an awesome person as well. Just doing mostly Enshrouded at this point. Does a little bit of other stuff here and there still, but mostly Enshrouded currently. He is one of the great builders that I am talking about, especially in Enshrouded. He is a phenomenal builder in Enshrouded. Definitely been enjoying Enshrouded lately. Yeah, especially with that new update that new big update they had. That seems to have revitalized a lot of interest in the game, understandably. All right. You saw me fall in a permadeath run. You ever died of fall damage while building? I have not died to fall damage while building in a permadeath run. No. Luckily. I have not had the luck of doing that level of stupidity yet. All right, that'll help me get through a little bit easier. Okay. So I'm not gonna go back into the swamp until I get those turnips grown, so that I can get the better food. But let's see. I don't think they'll be done yet. Yeah, doing content with the updates is always nice since there's a little wave of new people to the game. Can't wait for what's to come with Light No Fire. Yeah, I'm still worried about Light No Fire. I mean, I'm hopeful that it's a good game. I'm a little concerned after playing No Man's Sky, since it's the same guy. I'm hoping that he took what happened in No Man's Sky and he learned, and he does things like, you know, fix bugs and Light No Fire. And I hope he steps it up a little bit and makes it a bit better. Not that No Man's Sky was bad. It was a fun game, but there's just several things that I were a little problematic with the game, including never fixing bugs. Okay, I was gonna do something back here. What was I gonna do? I think one thing that I can do is at least get an iron buckler. Get a little bit more protection. There we go. Huntsman bow. Let's go ahead and do that. 10 fine wood, 10 feather, 2 deer hide. Feathers are in here, as are the deer hide. There we go. All right. Okay. And those are done. So, let's see, what other mead bases can I make? I would do need some frost resist eventually. You're worried about the bugs. Rightfully so. You haven't played No Man's Sky, but they seem to be. It seems like they're learning a lot from No Man's Sky, and hopefully will improve with Light No Fire. Yeah, that's what I'm hopeful for. As I said, I'm hopeful about the game. I'm just cautiously hopeful. You're worried about the bugs though, since you know survival games can have a lot of those. But if people are hyped and get into it and it does well and gains attention, yeah, I mean, that is true. But again, No Man's Sky was huge and has been for many years. And I mean, there are some known bugs that go back to like the very beginning, very early days of No Man's Sky that he just never bothered to fix. He came out. The good thing is he comes out with a lot of new content, which is great, but just the bugs don't always get fixed, and that's not necessarily ideal. All right, let's do another medium healing, and sure, let's do a frost resist. I don't really need it yet, but we'll go ahead and do that. Get it going. All right, so what do I need? I need 20 of those. No, I need 10 of those. Needed some blood bags. Don't remember how many. Good to have just in case. Yeah, it is. The frost. Yeah, I gotcha. The one thing I love about Enshrouded is that they fix the bugs with every update and are crazy responsive to the community. I do like that about Enshrouded and about the Enshrouded devs as well. They are very good at that. Honestly, I just wish I liked the game a bit more. I'm still gonna keep trying it. I want to like that game. I really do. I just don't yet. But it's one that I'm gonna keep trying, and maybe it'll be better if I like try it with friends, as opposed to solo. But I don't know. We'll see. I want to like it. It seems like a great game. As much as I'm not sure about the building system in it, from what I've seen, you build Chisel Chip is that the things that you can do with the non-standard build pieces is incredible. And I definitely get that. And definitely like that. Yeah, so there's just so many things I want to like about the game. Just in my experience, what I've played with it, I just haven't. I just haven't enjoyed it. And haven't been able to get into it because of that. But I do want to keep trying. I do want to keep trying. It's a game that does best with a deep dive. Definitely fun with friends, and since there's a skill tree, you can all play as different characters. Yeah, and that's why I'm thinking it might be better with friends, is for that very reason. You know, you can each specialize in the different aspects of the skill tree, and you can go different directions, and put a good party together. Put a good D&D party together. But yeah, I just need to find some people to play with that are available when I'm available. And that can be complicated. Okay. Crops are still not done, so let's work on some bridges. I don't know what I want to do for these bridges yet, so I think I'm going to start simple and just build a walkway across. And we can go from there. Now the question is, where do I put the bridge? Either way, the bridge will likely need to be torn down. At least this bridge will likely need to be torn down once I finish these towers. But for now, it'll be fine. I think I'll just... I think I'm going to build it over here because this is where I usually run across. So... do I want it too high? Yeah, that'll be good. Let's get some core wood. You like dropping core wood logs for nice looking boardwalks? Yes, I've done that as well, and I love the look of that. I might do that in this bridge. We'll see. We'll see. For now, I'm just going to put something down and build from there. It's also not like a filler game. You feel like Enshrouded has a solid 400 hours of content if you go through everything in the game and do a little building. Definitely a complex game. Been working on your village off and on for 6 months. Yeah, I've been watching some of that content, and it looks incredible. It does take a lot of core wood to do that kind of bridge for sure. But luckily I've got lots of seeds that I can plant more trees. That, and I've got some black forest. Well, I've got some black forest there that I'm not gonna do anything with because it's got a scary troll in it, and trolls in permadeath runs are scary. Yeah, this isn't the prettiest bridge in the world, but it's a bridge for now. You agree, but a solid Akir puts him down easily? Yes, that is true. That is true. And honestly, I could take on a troll, no problem. I'm not worried about taking on trolls and surviving. I am trying to avoid troll raids at this point. I will take down trolls. It will happen. Once my base is ready for troll raids. And at this point, I probably could be fine, but I'd rather not risk it. We'll wait a little bit longer before I deal with any trolls. Just Chip says, Valheim is so nostalgic for him. He'd love to do another playthrough when Deep North comes out. Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. I know a lot of people are really waiting to do a playthrough once Deep North happens. And I don't blame them. I mean, I get it. Wait till they're done. Wait till 1.0 happens and the next biome comes out. Yeah, a lot of people are doing the same thing. Me, on the other hand, I just keep playing it. I don't stop. We'll do one more, then we'll head down. There we go. Well, again, they're not pretty. These bridges will get prettier, will get fancier, but now there are bridges across and I won't be running through water getting wet. Okay, there we go. That's good. The big reason you've stuck to Enshroud lately is because you can keep your same world from 1.5 years ago. And all the updates. You love building in Valheim, but didn't like creating new worlds to explore new content, since you usually explored your full worlds. Understandable. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, see, like with this world, and actually with several of my recent worlds, I've avoided the area where that will be the new biome. So I could continue those worlds. I usually don't. I usually start just a new world anyways. And I actually very rarely go back to my old worlds. I don't do that as often as I honestly would like to. I ought to do that more. Playing my old worlds some. But I don't. I don't. Because there's always new things to explore. Let's eat so I don't die. What's this? A necktail. Alright. They still aren't done. Man. They're getting close, though, it looks like. Now I want turnips so I can go back to the Black Forest. Not the Black Forest. The swamp. No, that's just the deep north. It's easier to avoid, you'll say, because of that. Though your full 800 hours in Enshrouded are all in the same world. That is really cool. That is, I will say that is quite awesome. That you can have every bit that you've done in the same world and just see the development and growth of that singular world. That is neat. That is neat. Definitely don't have that. At least I definitely don't have that in Valheim. There might be some people with that, but not me. Alright. Let's get some more rocks. You know, as much as I want to, well, as much as I don't want to, I should say, I kind of want to go into the plains and, you know, mine out one of those big rocks. But that's scary. So much has changed, those worlds don't work anymore. I mean, sometimes they do. So my first world still works. The areas of the Mistlands that I have explored don't. They have the original Mistlands with the big skulls and the spiderwebs and everything. But like if I were to go down into the I believe in that world. If I go down into the Ashlands area or up into the deep north, it would be, you know, current. I believe. I haven't tried that, but I believe it should be good. Yeah. But Social Chip hopes to do something like that with Valheim for 1.0 and a forever world. Just want all the content so you don't get tempted to keep starting new worlds. Yeah. Honestly, I might do the same thing. You know, just do, you know, 1,000 days, you know, 2,000 days, whatever, just ton of time in a new world and just do everything in that world in different areas, different builds, explore different areas. Yeah, I might do the same thing, honestly. Yeah, 1.0 should be good for that. Even if they keep adding things after that, there at least won't be like any new biomes to break the whole map or anything. So that'll be nice. Hi, dear. Mistlands was a very cool update. I really liked the Mistlands. It was just so different than anything else that was in the game at the time, or really since then. It's just so unique. I really enjoyed when Mistlands came out. You have done a completionist run, built a museum, every tool, every weapon, every armor, every trophy. It's a very happy run. That's cool. Yeah, I actually did that on my original world, but I haven't played that world since Mistlands came out. I've actually barely done anything in that world since Hearth and Home came out. I did a little bit of like updating my kitchen since Hearth and Home, and did a little bit since then, but not much. Not much. And one thing I like about Ashlands is one thing that they actually the devs actually were talking about with Ashlands is, you know, with the Deep North, or not Ashlands, with Mistlands. It's with the Deep North and with the Ashlands, you knew what was coming. With Ashlands, it's a fiery biome. It's gonna be hot. And with Deep North, it's a cold biome. It's gonna be cold. You kind of know what's coming. But with Mistlands, no one had any clue. And I like that. It was a mystery. It was unexpected. And I definitely could not have guessed what Mistlands was going to turn out like. Now, I definitely didn't guess that it was going to turn out the way it did. There's a stump here. That's not allowed. You wanted giant spiders, though? I mean, I get why they didn't do spiders. And actually, I'm kind of glad they didn't do spiders. Spiders are done a lot in a lot of games. And they do kind of feel overdone at times. A cliche. Yes, they're very cliche. So I'm glad that I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad they went with something else. I would not have been upset about spiders. Spiders are cool. But I'm glad they didn't go with spiders. Thanks for the follow. Oh, I actually missed the follow, Rusty. Thank you for the follow. And thank you for the follow, Black Hole J. Welcome in. I appreciate that. Hope you're having a good day. Wait, was my farm done? Let's drop some stuff first. Then we'll check on the farm. So yeah, I'm glad they didn't do, what's it called? Spiders. But I would have been fine if they had chosen to do spiders. Listening while I do busy work on another game? No worries, no worries. I understand. I do that frequently as well. But I appreciate you being here, and thanks for the follow. Thanks for the lurk. And I hope you enjoy doing the busy work in the other game. Would have been cool to have some of those Viking shipwrecks webbed up in the trees. That would have been awesome. I had not thought about that. That would be so cool. Yes, I would. That would be cool. That would be cool, and for sure. They're still not done. Ugh. All right, those turnips need to hurry up so I can make some food. I'm gonna go into the swamp. I'm gonna go play in the swampy bits. Need to go sail and do some swampy bits. Swamp update? That'll be neat. That'll be neat. But yeah, I tell you, I'm sure there is a mod for that. You know, I still have a little bit of the original Mistlands on my first world, as I mentioned. And I love going in there and just looking at what it was originally. And I remember originally going in there and seeing that. I'm like, this biome is going to be terrifying. It's going to be awesome. Okay, that wasn't very far fall. That was a little scary, though. But it was not at all what I expected it to be. And honestly, it was cooler than I had anticipated it being. It's also more of a pain in the butt than I anticipated it being. I have some friends that really don't like the Mistlands biome. And the main reasons why they don't like it are because of just it's hard to get around. You know, the moving or the hills, you know, running up and down the hills is difficult, and I totally get that. But I actually kind of like that because, again, it's something that's so unique that isn't a mechanic that's in any other biome. And I think they did a good job of adding that to make that biome feel different, feel unique. There we go. Those dang flying gas bags still mess you up. I mean, yeah. Of course they do. Absolutely they do. They mess me up too. You never found navigation difficult, but you're one of the guys who maxes out skills and stuff? Skills? Wait, skills? What do you mean skills? And I kid because I die a lot frequently, so I frequently do not have skills. In the last playthrough that I completed through fodder, I think at the time that I fought fodder, my highest skill was like 24, 26, something like that. So, what are these skills of which you speak? How do you get these skills of which you speak? My skill is dying. I am good at dying. Things you get by avoiding death? Oh, wait, you can avoid death? How do you avoid death? What is this? Survival? It's a survival game? No, no, this is a death simulator game. At least the way I play it, it is. Found the... but going back to what you were saying, you found the mountains very tough, very problematic. As far as using skeletons? What do you mean by that? Rusty says... Let's snooze these ads a bit. Rusty says, every part of Valheim requires planning, never more apparent than Into the Mistlands. Very true. Very true. Absolutely. Absolutely. I still say, I think that the largest jump in difficulty from one biome to the next, I don't know. It's tough because going to the Ashlands are insane. But I still think that the largest jump in difficulty from one biome to the next, largest degree of change in difficulty, is from the Black Forest to the swamp. I still think that is the case. Personally, at least for me. Bad navigation AI, you would say the skeletons are kind of rudimentary. Yeah, the AI for a lot of the mobs is kind of problematic. And they know that. They know that the AI is not great and that there are known issues with the AI and pathing. But the devs are aware of that, and that is something that they are working on trying to address. But they say it's more difficult than they had anticipated, so which is why they still haven't fixed it. But it is something that they are working on. I figure, I mean, you can abuse it on most or many or most mobs. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Yep. Yeah. The AI is, it's not the best AI, but I mean, it's for the most part, it's pretty good. In general, I think a lot of what they've done in this game is very good. Obviously, there are things that are not perfect, not ideal. Definitely needs some work. Definitely needs some balancing and some tweaks. But in general, overall, especially for an early access game, it's a heck of a game. The devs have done a fantastic job. So, even with all the honestly relatively minor complaints I have with the game, they did a heck of a job with this game. It's a lot better polished than pretty much any, with maybe a few exceptions, but pretty much any early access game. And honestly, it's more polished than a lot of full release games I've played. So, you know, I get the complaints, I get the issues that people have with the game, and I have some, but in general, I love this game. It's a really fun game, and I can't really complain too much about it. All right, I only have 6 iron left. There are a few full release games not so good. Oh yeah, oh yeah, and by a few, I would say a lot of full release games that are not great, not as good as this early access game is. You find the hating of the devs amusing mostly. I mean, I get that, and I kind of do as well, except for the fact that I've gotten to know some of them, and they're good people, and they're working really hard to make a game that isn't just what they want and fun for them, but is what the public wants and is fun for the public. And I feel bad when people just crap talk all over them and say that they're crappy devs or crappy people or whatever, because they're not. I mean, they're great people, and you know, they've made a heck of a game. So while some of it I do find entertaining, I also, you know, I feel bad for them. I feel bad for them. You mean just laugh at stuff and wait patiently? Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Honestly, you know, I do find what some of the people complain about very entertaining and very funny, and I laugh more at the idiots complaining about things than anything else. You know, some of the things that they complain about, I'm just like, well, just get good at the game. Not that I'm saying like some of the nerfs that they've done haven't needed to be done. Some of them have. I remember going into the, what's it called? The Ashlands, when it first came out and to public test branch. Oh wait, I've already got the spice rack. What the heck am I doing? I'm an idiot. I've got the spice rack. What? What do I can make the food. Look at this. I can make the good As I said, I'm not good at the game. I can't even see the things that I can make. All right, well, let's make some food and go into the freaking swamps. God, I'm an idiot. But anyway, as I said, you know, when I first went in, the first time I went into the Ashlands, I had to use dev commands to kill things, to clear just so I could land, and it was brutal. I died like 3 times trying to land before I'm like, all right, you know, I just got to land so I can explore the Ashlands a little bit. So I'm glad they nerfed it a little bit. I think some of the things that they've done have nerfed things a bit too much in some cases. But, you know, that's what the difficulty sliders are there for. If you want it more difficult, make it more difficult. If you want it easier, you can make it easier. So I'm very glad that they added those difficulty sliders. Yeah. So yeah, I think that was a good thing. I was gonna say something else. But I really do not remember what it was. Personally, you're not a fan of increased difficulty because it mostly serves to make shields useless. I mean, yeah. I mean, so the way I look at difficulty in games, and in Valheim in particular, since that's what we're talking about, is I like things to be difficult. I like to be challenged. I like things hard. But I don't like things to be hard in the way of just increasing stats, increasing hit points. Oh, ads. I'll repeat when I come back. We'll wait for 20 some odd seconds till everyone's back after the ads. Forgot all these were out here. Ads you never see. Yeah, lucky you. Just started roughly when I started talking. Yeah, I figured that. So my view on difficulty in games is I like things to be challenging. I like difficult games. I like to be pushed in general. Sometimes I like easy games, but in general, I like a challenge. But I don't think difficulty done by just increasing hit points and increasing how much damage a creature does is a fun way of increasing difficulty. I want things to be hard, but I want there to be a story behind it, or I want there to be a reason why things are hard. Which is why I like to do things like no map runs or permadeath runs or other challenge runs that I do, because it makes things difficult, but there's a reason why it's difficult. And it's not just, oh, I have to hit the creature 4 times instead of 2 times to kill it. I find that sort of difficulty boring and pointless. But that is just me. And I get why some people may disagree. Increasing spawn numbers, challenge by sheer volume of enemies. I mean, that's better than just, oh, I have to hit the creatures 4 times instead of 2. Having to figure out how to deal with or how to fight a mob as opposed to, or a group of creatures as opposed to just one creature is different. It changes the play of the game. It changes the tactics. It changes a lot. So that's okay as well. But just, doubling the hit points of a creature, yeah, it makes it difficult, but it doesn't make it fun. I look at difficulty the same way I look at spicy food or hot sauces. I love spicy food. I love hot sauces. Spicier the better. The hotter the better. Heck yeah, I love hot stuff. But it's got to be hot for a reason. It's got to have good flavor as well as be spicy. If it's just hot and tastes like garbage, there's no point. Or if it doesn't have any flavor and it's just hot, there's no point in that. It's got to be hot but have a good flavor too. And I look at, difficulty the same way. I like things difficult, but it's got to be difficult for a point, for a reason. To add additional flavor. But that's why I do challenge runs. Even if they're on normal difficulty like this one is. It being a no map permadeath run, that adds a lot of difficulty to it. You would prefer more prefer more tactical mobs personally, but I've seen very few games that do that properly. That's very yes. I would like that too, and that's hard. That's honestly hard to do. And it's probably getting easier, you know, with AI and things, but it's hard to make mobs tactical enough in a way that's challenging for a human brain through code. That is very difficult to do. Because since it's, you know, coded, it can be predictable. It will be predictable. So, yeah, that's difficult. I'd say the only caveat being is it makes some weapons useless. Yeah. Yeah. You refer to Indian cooking, flavor spices versus American South chemicals burned to prove how manly you are. Oh, being from the American South, kinda, and loving American Southern food, there's a lot of really good American spicy food. But yes, but that's basically what I'm talking about. You know, good, flavorful, spicy Indian food over just, you know, the chemical burn of heat. Absolutely. Now, if you add them both together, that's perfect. You know, hot and flavorful. If I'm like crying, my nose is running, my face is turning red, my mouth is on fire, that's the kind of hot that I love. And as long as and if it tastes good too, heck yeah. That's perfect. That's perfect. Black Hole, your personal gripe is games where the idea of a challenge is making everything one-shot you in or similar mechanics. Yes. Yeah, exactly. That is hard. You're right. That is difficult. If everything just one-shots you, that makes a game difficult. But it does not make the game fun. And that... yeah, that's not fun. Ghost peppers and a solid chili. Ghost peppers are phenomenal. I actually had, I've got a ghost pepper grinder. It's got dried ghost peppers in it, and it's like a pepper grinder. I actually used that on my dinner tonight. It's so good. Ghost peppers are phenomenal. They've got a lot of good heat, but a really, really good flavor too. Ghost peppers are just great. All right. Do I have enough ancient bark and fine wood for a long ship? I do not have enough ancient bark for a long ship. Nor do I have enough fine wood. So let's get some fine wood. Then we will go back to the swamp and do some swampy stuff. It's usually gear check or pay to win. Oh, yeah. Pay to win. I don't play pay to win games. They piss me off to no end. I've already paid for the game. That's all I should have to pay for. I even have a hard time. I don't even really like. I get them, but I don't like paid DLCs either, really. I mean, I still get paid DLCs on occasion for certain games, but come on, I already paid for the freaking game. Let me play the game. The only I'm okay with like DLCs and paid content for like cosmetics. I'm okay with it. Okay. I still have a problem with a lot of that as well because it takes advantage of people, and oftentimes it takes advantage of people that should not be spending a bunch of money on cosmetics in a video game. So I kind of have issues with some of that as well, but I hate play-to-win games, or pay-to-win games, rather. That's the worst. And that just needs to not exist in the world. Watch out. Oh, yep, you got hit. Back up or you're gonna die. Oh, watch out. Oh, yep. See? Then it requires a sub to even access the single player level. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's so much stupid crap that some games do out there that is... There are a lot of games out there that I will not touch at all because of the predatory, horrible, evil tactics that they do. It's just... It is not okay. It is not okay. You've been playing one for 16 years. That's free to play, mostly. Oh, that's even better. Yeah. There's just so many greedy corporations out there that don't care what they're doing as long as they get their money. And I do not like supporting that mentality. That bothers me. All right. Okay. Let's put that in there. That's in there. Oh, I didn't put the seeds. We can put the seeds in here for now. Oh. You'll say you love StarCraft games and you did buy custom skins for it because you love the game so much. Yeah, see, that's okay. I'm okay with that. I mean, I'm sure if you, I'm hoping that you were in a situation where you buying those was not problematic. But yeah, I mean, I loved StarCraft and I played the heck out of that game. But yeah, Blizzard's become a problematic game. They really have, problematic company, unfortunately. But yeah, you would say Path of Exile is a pretty ethical model, though, out of games. Not really familiar with Path of Exile. I mean, I know of it, but I've never actually played it. So I'm not overly familiar with Path of Exile. Let's put these up here. Let's get one of these. And let's put that in there. Might as well get all of that we've got. And 100 nails. I think Diablo cosmetics and stash tabs. Yeah. Yeah, that's I like that. That's cool. Diablo's a great game. I love Diablo. Especially the first couple. I don't think I know I played the heck out of Diablo 1 and played a lot of Diablo 2. I think I've done a little bit of Diablo 3, I think. I'm not sure. I haven't played past that. If someone spends roughly the price of a normal game, they get all the stash tabs they ever need. Yeah, see, it's viable to play without them, less pleasant. See, that's fine. That's fine. I'm okay with that model. That's an understandable model for a game. I agree. As long as you can still play it, still win, you don't need to buy the other things. But if you do, it makes it a little bit more pleasant, a little bit nicer, but it's not necessary. Yeah, that's a decent model. All right. So, why'd I come down here? I didn't need to come down here. Let's head back up. And let's head into the swamps for a bit. No, I want my bunker. Where's my bunker? There's my bunker. Where is circle? There we go. Early MMORPGs, you could get special stuff in game, but you could just buy it instead of grinding for it. Yeah, see, I'm okay with that as well. Where you can buy things that you could grind for in the game, as long as they don't like make it impossible to grind for, or you have to grind for like 500 hours to get the thing that you can spend $20 on. Like, make it so that you can actually get it in the game. But yeah, if you can, you know, buy things that you can get in the game, that's okay as well. But that's still a little I was okay. Yeah, man, you're probably right. Black hole. You're probably right. Okay, maybe like 500 hours for one piece of a, you know, or one gem out of like 500 that you need to get the item. But yeah, it's just make it so that you can get the thing in a reasonable amount of time without having to pay for it. So, are you all familiar with the guys on YouTube, Viva La Dirt League, VLDL? If not, definitely check them out. They're freaking hilarious. But one of the things they've got is talking about that, and like one of the guys was trying to get into this area and like, oh, you can buy, you know, the pass to get in here, or you can find the crystals, but you find them by killing rats. And a guy goes and stabs a rat and didn't get a crystal, and then he's like, oh, bad luck, try again. And he stabs like three or four more to finally get one, and he's like, oh, now I only need 150 more crystals to get in there. And that's the sort of thing that just, that's just annoying. But yeah, VLDL is the best. They're the best. They're freaking hilarious. I love them. They're so awesome. Come here. I need the ancient bark. No, it's an actual quest on another game. You think the amount was around $400, but you had to do a scheduled in-game event and kill 6,666 of an enemy competing against other players. An infestation of speed hackers. Oh, that sounds horrible. Oh, that is the worst. That's not good. That's no good at all. No, that's miserable. That's not cool. Hey. I'm here chopping trees. Leave me alone, jerk. Let me chop trees. Got lucky and did it before the infestation. Well, that's good. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. Alright. God, I need so much more still. Okay. Go away, scaly jerks. Go away, scaly jerks. I don't care about you right now. I just want ancient bark. Stupid skelly, go away. Of course, the actual hackers hit you and deleted it later. Oh, that sucks. Freaking hackers. God, still one more tree. Okay. Hey, leave me alone. Leave me alone. So yeah, so this is the swamp where Bone Mass and the Bog Witch are. And I'll show y'all where they are. You guys just gotta get down there. Hey. Well, thanks for pushing me along. That was nice. I think those down here. Or was it this swamp? No, I don't think it was this swamp. I think it may have been a different swamp. Now that I'm down here. Yeah. It was not this swamp. I'll show y'all where Bone Mass and Bog Witch are in a second. Gotta go through the portal. Alright. I got really lucky with my Bone Mass and Bog Witch. Really lucky with them. B&B for Bone Mass and Bog Witch. So here's my Bog Witch. And then if you look right over here, there's Bone Mass. This is going to be an easy Bone Mass fight, because I can just come run in here and be protected. This is going to be great. Very convenient. I got super lucky, because even after almost 3,000 hours in the game, I still struggle with Bone Mass. I have a really hard time with Bone Mass. It's the only boss that I really struggle. Oh! It's the only boss that I really struggle with. So, it'll be nice to have a safe place there. Nah, the broom won't fight it because... at least I don't think it will. I don't know, though. I know most mobs don't fight bosses. But I don't know about the broom. I hadn't thought about that. I think it won't versus a boss. Yeah, I didn't think it would either. The abominations freak you out when they first introduce them? Oh, for sure. When they first came out, heck yeah. They were terrifying. I'd like, what the heck is this? And it was so tough, and it took a long time to figure out how to beat them. But I actually figured it out. But yeah, when they first came out, it was kind of crazy. You're walking through the swamp, and the thing stood up. I know, it was so freaky, so freaky. Might do a blob cleanup. Yeah. What do we got here? Oh yeah, we got some iron here. That's right. That can stay there. That iron can stay there for now. Oh. Alright, let's empty pockets and repair up, and then I'm gonna find place to put down my... No, I need that. My long ship. That can go in there. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna have to run a bit to where I can put down the long ship. Unfortunately. Proper prep ahead of time is very important. Yes. Yeah. Automod's kind of a dick. But that's that saying ho, at least in that case, actually saying ho in any way, as long as you're not calling a person, an actual person, a hoe, and you're not being a jerk. Ho's an okay word. But yes, proper prep ahead of time is very important for bone mass. 100%. Absolutely. Absolutely. To you too. Alright, let's break this stuff down. And then we're gonna go for a bit of a run. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna go for a bit of a run. And we're gonna find the ocean. Well, I know where the ocean is, but we're gonna go to the ocean. Unfortunately, there's water right here, which is I thought was gonna be great, but it's a lake. There is a way, a river out of the lake, but it goes right through swamps. That's kind of scary. Or not through swamps. It goes through the plains, and it's kind of scary. So yeah, I don't do that. But I did find the lake or the ocean, but it is quite a run. This is a big swamp. So we're gonna do a little bit of run. That sucks, and that's even worse. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, we're gonna go for a run till I get to the coast. Then we'll put down the portal and put down the boat. Ooh, hydrate. Thank you. I needed that. There's a floating tree up there. You see it? Yeah, we'll look at that floating tree after we kill this jerk. It's less floaty now. The ground is rendering in. No, it's tea. It's chocolate peppermint tea with a little bit of honey in it. Nope. I actually do not drink alcohol, so it is definitely not beer. Oh, you know what? I didn't take my what was it? The mead. Yeah, it's got honey in it, so it's a little Viking-ish. We can call it mead, even though it's not at all fermented. But we can. Oh, there's a abomination. I'm okay fighting it, but let's clear out all these mobs first. Come here, Skelly. You brew your own mead from time to time. That's awesome. We got some ads. All right. We don't need that. Actually, let's not get it. I won't be able to get everything. We'll come back for it. Alright, there's some planes. I hear some giggle jerks. And that tower there. Oh, hi, Skelly. You can go away. I don't care about you. Okay, we're, I think, almost there. Alright, we're back from ads. Yeah, we're talking about, you're talking about brewing your own mead. That is awesome. I'll tell you, when I drank, I really enjoyed mead. Mead was fantastic stuff. For a while I lived in North Carolina, and there was a really good meadery not too far from where I lived, and I went there frequently. It was so good. Thoroughly enjoyed it. They had a lot of like infused meads, which was phenomenal. Oh, 2-star. Archer Draugr, that's the word I was looking for. Hey. I'm busy here. Alright. There we go. I guess I'm the better archer. Swamp's on fire. Set the swamp on fire. I mean, it works. It's an effective tactic. Alright, I think we're getting close to the water. Yeah, there's the ocean right up there. All right, we made it to the ocean. Okay. So now get that. Get that. And get that. And kill this jerk. There we go. The best mead you ever made was imported black forest honey to back a sack mead as Viking you could. Black forest honey. That sounds good. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's go empty pockets. And we'll go find a crypt. Or 2 or 3 or 4. Should have been back sweet. Okay, that makes more sense. Got it. Got it. Actually, it's almost night. Let's sleep. Then we'll head out. I'd rather not go into the swamp at night. Yet, at least. I still need to get more chains. I only have a couple of chains. But thoughts and typing not in line. I understand. I get it. I get it. I have a hard time thinking, much less thinking and typing. During streams, I get what I call streamer brain. Because, you know, I'm trying to talk, play the game, make it entertaining, pay attention to chat, make sure the stream health is good, and all of that stuff. And I frequently forget how to speak and forget what words are and how to say words. So, yeah, I call it streamer brain, and I totally get it. I do not have the swamp key. I need the swamp key. Where's my swamp key? Yeah, we should be good with all that. One thing you like for a challenge, mod it to 99% night. That would be a challenge. That would actually be a fun challenge. Ooh, that would be cool. That would be cool. I think probably the challenge I'm going to do after this one, if I ever finish this one, if I ever beat fodder without dying, if I ever get to that point, I want to do a no farming playthrough. Absolutely no farming. No animal husbandry, no planting trees, no planting crops. And I'm trying to decide whether that includes no farming bees. I'm not sure about that part of it yet. And yes, not just some foods, lots of foods I would not be able to have. And if I do no honey, that limits it even more, and it limits me to no meads. Which would be a very, very hard playthrough. Might be your hardest problem if you go magic. Yeah, I just wouldn't be able to go magic pretty much. There's no way I'd be able to do magic in that playthrough. And that's okay. Yep. Plains weapons and armor need flax. Absolutely. Yep. So I'd have to, any flax I'd get, I would have to get from camps and not from farming. The only things I would not be able to get at all were our carrots, onions, and turnips. Anything else I'll be able to find. But I just have to gather it all that I would need. Yeah, no spice rack. Which is, I wouldn't be able to get the top tier food because I won't be able to get a top tier cauldron. Yep. So I'd be like one biome behind on food the entire way, which sounds difficult. Yeah. Oof. Yeah, wouldn't be able to make some foods until silver. Yep, absolutely. That would be a really tough challenge. But it sounds like a fun challenge to me. Oh, there. was a fueling. I do not want to face a fueling right now. That sounds scary. You know, you're ready to start a world? Start a new world? Do you like that challenge? Well, if you do it, let me know. As I said, that will likely be the next challenge that I stream after I finish this one. So I will be doing that. If it's not the next one, I do plan on doing that at some point. But if you do it, even if you do it before I do it, or whether or not you do it before I do it, it doesn't matter. Let me know how it goes. I'd be very interested to hear. Your current world, you're at the Ashlands already? Nice, nice. Good luck. And I guess for anyone who's interested, I do have a Discord for my community. I think is it on my channel main page? I think I've got the link there. Yeah. So I've got the links to both of my YouTube channels, one of which is basically the same stuff that I do here. Another one is the other YouTube channel. I do medieval themed games, and I've also got my Discord. Anyone who's interested is welcome to join. So, yeah. Spazzy Games is allowed. You work with Spazzy Games, and his members server will be getting a reset soon. Oh, cool, yeah. I didn't realize you worked with Spazzy Games. Spazzy's awesome. I love Spazzy. Great guy, great content creator. A lot of fun to watch. And from the little interaction I've had with him, he's a really nice guy too. Spazzy's great. I want another... Oh, they're downstairs. Another poison resist mead. Your mod on his YouTube and Discord? Oh, okay. Cool. Good deal. I'm almost out of tea. Have to fill up soon. But we'll go find a crypt to go play in. I know there are a bunch around in this swamp, but I just don't know where they are on this side of the swamp. So let's go explore. Let's actually eat a little bit first. No, I don't, as I said, I don't have, I think, any commands set up with the bot. So I have to go to my page, just my main page. Actually, I could probably post it myself here. Let's see if this does it. Yeah. There's my Discord link. Yeah, it's got a good community, a lot of good people in it, a lot of good content creators in there as well. A lot of them share their videos and streams in there as well. So definitely check out all of them as well. There's one. All right, Swampy Times. Well, we only got 2 directions we can go. So let's start at it. Get some iron. I hear some friends. Are they back here? Maybe. Friends? Are there friends in here? There are friends in here. Hi, friend. Actually, you know what? You're not that scary. I can kill you. Let's take that. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna knock and say hi to these guys. Doing the sag breaker is a good choice. Yeah, it's work smarter, not harder. It'll help keep me alive. Alright, there we go. That got the job done. Let's pull on the headlamp so I can see. Just noticed you're getting to 11 p.m. local time. Oof, yeah, you should get to bed soon. Thanks for stopping by, Rusty. Hope to see you again in future streams, whether over here on Twitch or over on YouTube. I stream there as well. Eventually, hopefully, I'll be able to get back to where I can dual stream on both. I'm having issues with that currently, but I'll get there eventually. I will figure it out at some point. But yeah, I'll actually be streaming on YouTube tomorrow at the same time as today. And I think tomorrow I'm going to be doing either Aska or Planet Crafter. I can't remember which I've got scheduled for tomorrow, but I'll be doing one of those tomorrow. So you'll be around when you see through Discord to hop on stream again. Cool, cool, good deal. Yeah, Aska's fun. I'm enjoying it. It is tough. It is a difficult game, but it's a lot of fun. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Enjoying in it. You need to die. Die. Gonna burn. Yeah. Consider buying the full version. I would suggest it. It's a good game. It's a really fun, good game. I'm enjoying it. As I said, it's tough. It's brutal. It's really, really tough. But it's a lot of fun. I didn't really want that withered bone, but I wanted the ruby underneath it. Well, have a great night, Rusty. Thanks for stopping by, and hope you sleep well. And now let's get more more iron. Hopefully we can get some more iron. Got a pretty good amount already, thanks to the 20 that was in that chest. That was very nice. I think I tried beta for a few hours. Seemed interesting though. Yeah, it is interesting. It's a very different game than Valheim. Even though it's also Viking themed, that's about the only similarity they have between them. That and they're like there are wolves and draugrs in both and skeletons in both, but very, very different games. But you know, village management, village builder games are a lot of fun. I enjoy them. I've played things like Medieval Dynasty and Bellwright and things like that, which are very similar styles of games, all of which are very fun. None of which are nearly as difficult as Aska is. I mean, Valheim describes itself as a brutal game. Aska is a brutal game. It is tough. It'll kick the crap out of you and not think twice about it. Welcome back to Chat Whisper. What are you up to today? You off working, or are you on Brainheim, or you just chilling? All right, let's head back. Drop off the iron at the boat. Repair and come back. Ooh, Jogger Elite. I wonder if I can get a Jogger Elite trophy. That'd be nice. We'll give that a shot after I empty my pockets. Oh. Oh. Hi. Hi, friend. I didn't know you were here. What? Hit it. What's doing damage to it? Oh. Oh, it's a 1-star fueling. Ooh. Thank you for taking out that 1-star fueling, buddy. One-star fueling with a spear chucker. Spear chucker fueling. Oof. That would have messed me up quite effectively. Alright, well. I'll have a little bit of black metal already. So I guess that's good. Alright, but pockets are full. So let's go empty them and we'll get the rest of the stuff and come back for more. Drop off the money stuffs. I got some mushies. Okay. There we go. And now let's go get everything else. And then go get more iron. Hey, who's hitting my boat? No one. Good. Black metal scrap. All right. Already almost a full inventory. Though it looks like it might be getting late. Maybe. Maybe. Yes. So we'll empty pockets, sleep, and then head out. Actually, let's make some more food. I need some more num stuff. All right. What do I need for black soup? Honey. Let's get one more of those. And a bit more sausages. That'll be good. Okay. Stop rolling. Okay. One more of these. Let's sleep and then head back out. We got some ads starting. Okay. Oh. Day 79. Very nice. All right. Now, can I find my way back to the place? Ooh. Desquito stuff. I think that was it. All right. Y'all go away, skellies. I don't want to play with you. You're not fun to play with. Do not need that, do not need that. Don't really need that. We'll keep the rest. Okay. Now, where were we? We're this way. Aphid! Hi! Aphid came to say hi. And that he wanted dinner. Hey, sweet boy. It was a little baby. Alright, if you're gonna be here next to me, you gotta just chill, okay? Can't be all over my hand. I'm gonna need that. There's a little bit more. Thought so. Alright. Let's see. Can I get a bunch of iron? That'd be nice to fill up my longship before I go back, but honestly, I don't think I'm gonna do that. I don't think I'm gonna wait that long before I head home with the iron. We'll get a bit more. Hi. Please don't rub on the microphone. Please don't rub on the microphone, baby. It makes loud noises. It does. Yes. And he does not care one bit. All he cares about is that Daddy knows that he should be giving aphids some food. But you have a machine for that, and it'll feed you when it's time to feed you, which is in about 40 minutes. Yes. Yes, you have to wait 40 minutes. Aphid, stop, please. But Aphid doesn't want to wait 40 minutes. He wants the food now. But the thing is, if I fed you now, on a regular basis, you'd be hungry about 40 minutes ago. So there's no point in me feeding you early, because you'll just get hungry earlier. That's the way it works, Fid. Yeah, that's the way it works. He doesn't care. He doesn't care one bit about that. All he cares about is getting the food. Die. Draugr. Die. I should have brought my other pickaxe. That would have been smart. I'll have to bring the second pickaxe when I come back. Yeah, because we didn't get very far before the pickaxe broke. Alright, back to the boat. Is there black forest on that side? Looks like there's black forest on this side. Alright. Hey, Miss B, how you doing? Might want to eat something? Oh, you're right. I very well might. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I was not paying attention. That was almost bad. That could have been really, really bad. But luckily, even though Sarah isn't here to remind me, Miss B was here to remind me to eat. Yay. I'm glad I have people that help me remember to eat. That's always a good thing. All right. No. This one. All right. That can go in there. These can come out. That can go in there. That can go in there. Yeah, let's repair. Go drop off these seeds by the farm. And we'll head back. And I'm considering, I don't know if I want to do this or not, but I'm considering doing something kind of stupid. Probably ought to not do stupid stuff, shouldn't I? But I'm considering doing something kind of stupid. You know what, let's, before I do that, do the potentially stupid thing. Let's repair the cultivator. And then do some farming while I think about doing the stupid thing. Stupid thing would be fun and be awesome if it works. But if it doesn't work, it will likely result in death. Well, yeah, it depends on the stupid. Well, it really... The difference between stupid and brave is the outcome. So it could be a really brave thing or it could be a really stupid thing. But what I'm considering is going through the plains near where I am and seeing if I can find the sealed tower, and if I can, digging down and using the core wood bench, whatever that is, log bench, to get some eggs. I've done that before, but not on a permadeath run. And I also had a friend with me to act as a bodyguard, or a meat shield, if you will. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It'd be awesome if it works out. But it'd be horrible if it results in a death. Yeah, I'm not sure eggs are worth the risk either. I'm not sure, but if they are either. I don't think they are. It would be nice to know where it is if I could find it. But the chances of me finding it and the plains right where I am, it's not very high. So, yeah, I probably won't do it. Yeah, I don't know how chicken meat, just cooked chicken meat stats compare to the foods that I've got. So I'm not sure if it's any better than what I've got. I can't remember what the chicken meat stats are. So I know the eggs probably aren't worth it, but I don't know if the chicken meat is. I don't know. Likely not, honestly. But I don't know. $60 health and 20 stam. Okay. Let's see, what do I've got? Actually, it is a little bit better than what I've got. So that would be worth it. It would get me 5 extra. No, it'd get me 10 extra health and 3 extra stamina. So that is pretty good. But I don't know if that's worth potentially having to restart. Yes, definitely safer to go noodle hunting. I actually have not found any noodles yet in this playthrough. Huh. Yeah. Haven't found any at all. Bone maul? Yeah, no. Definitely not going spicy noodle hunting. As much as I like spicy things, I'm not ready for spicy noodles. I'm just going with the plain vanilla noodles. But, you know, honestly, getting some noodle meat would probably be a good thing. Yeah, I might do that, actually, to finish off the rest of this stream. Do some noodle hunting. Need a boat full of iron. Well, I've got some iron in my boat. So, not full of iron, but it's got some. So, yeah. Maybe let's try some noodle hunting. Actually, another thing I'm curious about is there was a really tall mountain near where I was sailing the other day. And as I was sailing by, yeah, I made the joke, considering how lucky I've been finding the bosses and the traders. And it was like 3 streams in a row where I found a trader and either a boss or a mini boss. Like, you know, chances are that mountain has, you know, motor and the frost cave in it. So I might try heading up there during the daytime when I'm not having to worry about Fenrings and starred wolves and everything, and see what's up there. Because that'll be freaking hilarious if they are up there. It was a really tall mountain. I don't know how big it was, but at least it was really tall. I don't know how big the mountain range is, how like wide or deep it was, but yeah, let's do that. Let's do that and try to do a little bit of serpent hunting and a little bit Leviathan hunting, so I can make myself a what's it called? Harpoon. Yeah, that sounds like fun. Let's do that. I'm not gonna need that. Not gonna need that. I want portal stuff just in case. I'll need to get some more fine wood. It would be cool to find motor. I mean, I'm not there yet, obviously. I haven't fought Eikthyr yet. Not Eikthyr. I fought Eikthyr. I haven't fought Bone Mass yet. And I'm not ready to fight any Bone Mass, much less motor. But it'll be cool to find her. It'll be cool to find her. To know where she is. So yeah, let's do that. Wasn't planning on doing that today, but sounds fun. Sounds fun. All right. Let's get all of the find what I need for another portal. Yes, I can and have made some frost potions. Yes. And that's the only reason why I'm considering this at all. If I didn't have frost potions, I wouldn't be considering going up into the mountains. I'm crazy. I'm not... Well, I was going to say I'm crazy. I'm not stupid, but that's up for debate. I was also about to say I'm crazy, but I'm not suicidal, but that's also up for debate. Well, let's plant those as well. Is there room for all those? There we go. Hey, you stop. Stop Stop eating my smelters. Only suicidal when it's not permadeath. Exactly. Yes. Yes. I'm only suicidal when it's not permadeath. You got it. All right. So I'm gonna need 10 of those. 20 of those. I'm almost out of great Orphies. I need more great Orphies. I have no Surtling course. I have no Surtling course. Well, I'll have to get some Surtling course. I think there's a Surtling spawner not too far from where the boat is in the swamp. So let's check that out. We'll go ahead. There's the frost resist. And yeah, I'm gonna take the frost resist meads with me. And I think got everything that I should need for what I plan and hope to do. So let's eat. Let's go get some Surtling cores. Oh, no, wait. I do need to do one other thing before I leave. Need to change a, I don't, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna need some Surtling cores so I can build a, what am I going down there for? So I can build a portal here as well. Okay. So I need 4 Surtling cores. Got it. But I think, like over this direction, there was a Surtling spawner. I don't think it was too far. Maybe? Maybe I was mistaken? Certainly spawner. Hello? Man, there are not many Surtling spawners on this map. There's one. Freaking skeletons. Oh, Saw an abomination. Let's not deal with that right now. I just wanted to get some Surtling cores. I don't want to deal with an abomination. I missed. Look at that, Surtling trophy already. Gotcha, punk. Oh, one of them didn't give a Surtling trophy. Oh, I used to mead. That sucks. Alright, let's mine this out. And I guess let's wait around till they respawn. And we'll get the last Surtling trophy that we need, or Surtling core that we need. Can never remember exactly like how far out I need to mine these out. This will probably be good, I think. We'll go out a little bit further, I guess. Might need to go down a little bit more, honestly. This might be a little high still. Alright, this will probably be about good. Alright, there we go. Now let's wait a couple minutes for Surtling to spawn in. Hopefully it won't take too long. Because I think this is like the only Surtling spawner I've found on the map so far. Maybe I found one other somewhere else. I'm not positive. I also work on my jumping skill while I'm at it. Or my sneaking skill. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Come on. I know it takes a couple minutes for them to respawn. I'm hoping it doesn't take too many minutes. What are my skills at? Runs 52. Farms 31. Oh. There's one. One of them dropped to certainly in core. Nice. Kind of it. Perfect. Now we're good. Might as well get that. Don't want to waste it. Alright, now let's head back to the boat. And we'll drop a portal at home. Alright, maybe let's deal with this guy. Alright. You die too. Okay. That wasn't too bad. Hey, don't you try to bite me. Or you do bite me, fine. I almost hit the map. I'm like, okay, which direction I need to go? Smart. Smart, Kongveal. But I know about which direction I need to go. This way. Really? Another one? Oh. Well. That is, That's something. Stupid frickin' Draugr came in and distracted me. Alright. Let's see. Sure, we'll go with that hair and that beard. And super dark hair. Sure. No map, too much of an annoyance for you personally? I understand. I understand. Alright, we got no map, we got fire hazard, everything else as normal. Let's start another one. I'm not going to do much after we get started. Because it's getting late, about my bedtime, but we'll at least get into the world. Get started. That really pisses me off, honestly. I like that world. I really like that world. That was a good map. I was having fun with the build. I liked what I was going to do with the build. I had all the traders. I was doing well with all the bosses, and I found Brenna. I really liked that map. I really liked that playthrough. That really, yeah, that really makes me unhappy. Nope, not keeping the map. New map, new world, new character, start from scratch, all new. 100% permadeath. If I die, everything about that world is gone, it's done. I'm not deleting it because I'm keeping all the worlds because why not? But yep, starting all over. All right, let's see. Yeah, definitely could continue that map afterwards, or another time. Not seeing any water. Looks like this might be very inland. Yeah, I think this start looks to be pretty inland, which that's a pain. Hi, Hugin. I know. All right. Let's get a little bit of stuff so I can make a hammer, and looks like I'm gonna get some core wood right off the bat. That's nice. There's a pig. I gotta be careful of the pig, or he might kill me. All right. Let's get a hammer. Get some wood for a workbench. That run was going so well. That run, honestly, that run was going too well. Should have known it was not going to be the final one. Should have known. Come here, Steve. All right. I made a workbench, didn't I? Yeah, I know. That's something I can do. Yes. All right, and let's put this here so I know where it is. Get a hoe and stone axe. And now let's find Ike there and see if I can find the ocean real quick. Do those things and then we'll see what else I do, if anything. What do you want? Inventory, okay. All right. Oh, we got ads. Might not be going in the exact right direction, but hopefully it's close enough that I'll be able to find Ike there. What do you want now? Hopefully like there isn't too far away. All right, come here. Oh, there's an opening up here. Let's see what's up here. I have no idea if I'm going in the right direction anymore. But whatever. Get these berries, because always got to get berries. Always need more berries. Looks like there might be water up ahead. So let's head that direction. Yeah, there's water. I found the ocean. Didn't find Ike there, but I found the ocean. Let's see what kind of piggies do we got over here. Looks like all just regular no-star piggies. That's too bad. That's too bad. All right. Well, there's some black forest not too far. Let's run around and see if I can find Ike there real quick. Oh, we got more boar spawners. We got a 1-star boar. Well, that's good. That's good. Not as good as the 2-star that I had in the other world, but hey. Take a 1-star boar. It's not horrible. And then if I were to stay here, near my near the 1-star boars, this wouldn't be a horrible place to build. You know, close to the water. Not too far from some black forest. Couple of structures already here I could start out with. Any honey in any of them? Not in that one. Nope, no bees there either. That's unfortunate, but not the end of the world. Alright, can I find like there? I keep seeing the stones and thinking that it's Ike there, but it has not been yet. Ah, there are bees. I missed those. Nice. Always nice to find some bees. Oh, I saw these stones and thought it was like there for a second again. But once again, it was not. Another structure, maybe more bees. I don't hear any bees. And we're back at the stones. Okay. All right. Go away. Oh my god. Just die. That's about the right direction. So let's follow this. So yeah, my path was a bit off. It looks like. That's all right though. So I think I'm heading in the right direction now. Or more the right direction. Though I did not see it, which either means it's not on this starter island, or once again I missed it. Though it's got to be on this island. It can't be that far away. That means I just missed it. Gotta be somewhere close to where I was, though. Where is the dumb deer? Well, I should be like right next to spawn and I just ran past it. There it is. All right. So let's build this and then okay. So now let's hoe this to my other path. Which was off this direction somewhere. Where is my path? Where was my path? I gotta be getting close to it. Right? There it is. Okay. Yep. I know it's cold. It's night. You're right. All right. Let's make a bed, put down a fire, and then we'll call it a night. Well, put down a bed, fix the roof, put down a fire. Basically make this little place livable. I need 3 more stones. 2 more stones. One more stone. There we go. Fire. And it's got a roof. And need a bed. And then roof. And door. All right. There we go. Starting run number 4. Well, I think with that, I'm gonna call it a day. And next episode we'll get going on this run and see how it treats me. Still really upset about that that death. Things were going so well. I was doing so good. And I just the Draugr distracted me in the battle. Like, I'll deal with the Draugr and then I'll deal with the Abomination, and then they both hit me, and that was it. Oh, well. Oh well. But thanks for stopping by. Appreciate everyone being here. I hope you enjoyed it, even with the frustrating end to the stream. Yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, however much of it is left, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care, everyone. Bye.